And just like that, this funky, fresh Friday edition of SportsCenter is off and running. That, of course, is Shae Cornette. I'm Michael Eads. And you know what they say this time of year? There's never enough football.
Yeah, it's kind of like money and shoes. You can never have enough of it.
Do that.
Let's go to college football, though, on a Friday night. And a long night for Stanford. Let me tell you why. Because they had to...
The Phillies are just one win away from clinching a postseason berth. See if the bottles are popping there in the Big Apple.
I'm sure they are. Plus, we enter a new multiverse in college football where the schedule is more like bowl weekend. But it's actually only week 4. We will explain just ahead.
Yes, I need to hear that. And the Cowboys and Ravens look to bounce back after surprising losses in week 2. Why our Marcus Spears is all fired up for the showdown at Jerry's World. That's next on SportsCenter.
New, if you will, big 3 in Philly for the near future. After signing PG back in July and then handing Tyrese Maxey a 5-year max contract, the trio is signed through at least 2028 with a combined salary owed of over $700 million. Well, that's not all. As for Embiid, well, he's averaged 35 and 11 last year, but missed 43 games due to a knee injury. In fact, over the last 5 years, he's missed over 100 games for Philadelphia. Take that back to his entire career. Embiid has played in only 54% of the regular season. And when it comes to playoff success, the process hasn't proven itself just yet. In fact, the Sixers have failed to reach a conference final in 14 straight playoff appearances. That includes each of the last 7 seasons. Hello to our college football analyst, Trevor Matich, joining us here in studio. And look, Nebraska looked a little gassed there in overtime, but we'll get to that in a minute. A great finish, great win by Illinois. But how much noise can they actually make in a very deep Big Ten?
They can make noise because of what we saw from them. Let's go back a couple of weeks ago when they...
But let's stay with Dylan Raiola, a true freshman, a very special talent. And obviously he did show out in this game. But in terms about what stood out in his performance and what we'll continue to look for, what did you see from him?
Dylan Raiola made a lot of great plays in this game. In overtime. 4 plays in overtime, had to score a touchdown in order to tie it, and or possibly win with a 2-point conversion. 3 of those 4 plays were sacks. Bad sacks. So he is still a young guy with a lot of upside, with a lot to learn.
Yeah, it's such a young team still. Long season. What are we in? Week 3? We have so much more to go still. Week 4? Something like that.
Some teams have played 4 games. It's
right?
Just,
3, 4 weeks, 0.
College football math. We got to go to MIT to figure it out.
Exactly. Trevor Matich, thank you.
Thanks, Shae.
Yet another big sports weekend. We talked about the WNBA playoffs. How about college football tomorrow? Clemson, NC State, LSU, UCLA, and Tennessee, Oklahoma. First SEC game for the Sooners. I've got 3 TVs in my basement. I think they would be in use.
I was going to say, you maybe need 2 more for all the activities.
Probably, yeah. But I have an iPad.
LA is next. See ya.